Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. Bear with me. I'm trying to, the sun is coming in at such an angle. These big windows right next to me, it's messing me up with the lighting, but hopefully you can see me okay. So this is our weekly tarot card reading for the week of December 28th through January 3rd, 2026 for all the water signs. That would be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So let's see what's going on for all you water signs out there. And the lighting will get better because once the sun moves a little bit, it'll get improved. So let's see what's going on for all you water signs for this upcoming week. I do want to thank all my subscribers, for all new and existing subscribers, for supporting the channel and helping it to grow. It's my 1-year anniversary for this channel was January 1st because I started exactly a year ago. So it's grown a lot and I appreciate that. And I've really enjoyed the channel and doing the readings. So thank you to all my subscribers. And also, please hit that like button so that this video will go out to other water signs that need to see it. Because when you hit that like button, it sends it out to more people that need to see the information, helps the channel to grow. So I appreciate it if you hit that like button. And hit subscribe if you haven't already. That way you'll get all future videos I put out. I do regular readings throughout the month, but I also do extra videos as well. I kind of just, whatever spirit tells me to do as far as the extra readings, I'll do them. And also happy New Year's to everybody out there. Got a big holiday coming up this week. So I hope everyone has a good New Year's and take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. So let's see what's going on for all you water signs for this upcoming week. What is the energy for the water signs for the week of December 28th through January 3rd, 2026? What is the energy for water signs? All right, so let's see what's going on for all of you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to move so you can see me see me better. Oh, I love these big windows, but sometimes, they cause problems when it comes to the videos. All right, we've got we got the 7 of Wands, the 10 of Cups. All right. We got the Moon, Temperance, the Hanged Man, the Sun, and 2 of Swords. So water signs, you've got 4 major arcana, and this is a small spread. So that's really a big deal to have, 4 of them in this little spread. So you're dealing with some really intense energy right now. A lot of energy for you. So coming into this week of December 28th, I don't know if you can see it because of the glare. You've got the Moon card. So I feel like there is things are not being as illuminated for you, or they haven't been, because that's in the past position. So things have not been as illuminated with you as you would like them to be. So I feel like you've been dealing with a lot of illusions in the past, like information missing, things going on behind the scenes you don't know about. So you've been dealing with a lot of that in the past, not having all the information you need, being kind of out of the loop of certain information, certain things. And I feel like whatever you've been dealing with that, the loss of not this illusion, not having everything that you need as far as information. I'm hearing missing knowledge, and I'm seeing like a book, like one of a book like from medieval times, with the type of the old paper on it, and it's like, missing knowledge. It's like there's stuff going on that you don't know about, missing knowledge. But I feel like, let me move over a little bit, trying to get out of with the sun, but in the current energy, water signs, you definitely have this, you're definitely in a kind of a defensive position. So I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I feel like you sense that there's stuff missing. Like you're intuitively picking up that there's information and knowledge and things going on behind the scenes or behind your back, is what I'm hearing, that you don't know about. And it's causing you, because you can feel that intuitively, it's causing you to be kind of in this very defensive position. And this is current energy for you, water signs. So you can see he's kind of ready for battle there. He's got his wand, he's in a defensive stance, and then he's got wands here pointing at him at the bottom of the card. So, but the situation is, even though you're feeling defensive, like there's stuff missing, I feel like the situation is the 10 of cups, but I feel like this is trying to come in, this 10 of cups energy. It's trying to come in, and it's like you have divine help with it. So you've got angels, archangels, higher dimensional beings, spirit guide team, and they're helping you. Because if you see, if you especially like right here is this little path, and there's like the sun right here, right? So you're going down this little path to the sun, but it's happening in divine timing. So it's like, timing is kind of an illusion. So you've been dealing with, illusion. So it could be maybe you're dealing with illusion of timing of things. It's like, you're being told some things, but you're not being told everything. And it's got you in this defensive type energy because you intuitively are picking up on it. And it maybe has something to do with the timing. So what I mean by that is like, maybe at your, job, they're wanting you, your career, they're wanting you to do a new project, or they're talking, but they're being kind of vague about the timing of it. And stuff's not, you're not getting all the information, so you're feeling like this about it. But it's like, but it's going to come in, when it's meant to. So whatever it is, whether it's a career situation or it's a love situation, it's like it's happening in divine timing, and you're not going to be able to rush this. And it's like, but you've got your spirit team, you've got the divine with you, the angels, archangels, those higher dimensional beings. They're all there to assist you through this process, because what it is, it's like, I feel like the situation overall is good. It's this 10 of cups energy, but you're feeling defensive because in the past you were missing information, or things were going on behind the scenes and it was stressing you out. And it's like it was kind of making you feel like, because intuitively you could feel that it was making you defensive. But I feel like the angels got you on this one, and they're going to help bring this situation in. And like, and I'm feeling like, and I'm hearing like, remember I was telling you about that book that looked like medieval, right? So now the book's, it's opened, and I see the pages moving, and it's like somebody's reading it. And it's like, so that knowledge, that information that was kind of, that the illusion is going to go away, because that information is going to come out. But it's going to come out like in divine timing, and it's going to help bring in this 10 of cups type energy. So this is all happening right now for you, water signs, right now. And I am feeling like I'm feeling this is more of a love type situation for you. But it doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm feeling. And kind of defensive, don't know what's going on. But it's like the angels, and archangels and your spirit guides, they're all with you, divine's with you, and things are happening in divine timing. And it's going to kind of bring in this 10 of cups, because I feel like this 10 of cups is trying to come in. But the problem is it has to come in divine timing. Like, you're not going to be able to rush this. It's just, it's like, because it's kind of like, think of it as like a chessboard. It's like, as things go, as we go through our life, it's like you take certain actions, you make a decision, you're moving to different pieces of the board. But there's things going on behind the scenes, like this moon, that can cause an illusion. But there's things going on behind the scenes that you're not consciously aware of, but the divine is consciously aware of it, right? The divine knows everything. Angels, they all know about what's going on. So it's kind of like you have to wait for those all those chess pieces to get into alignment to make the play. So, but there's things at work, there's things going on that you're not consciously aware of, but there's chess pieces moving that you can't see on the board. And so when everything's in alignment and that divine timing, and then it's like, boom, it's divine timing and you're ready to move forward. Then that's when things will move forward when the time is right. So, and this is trying to come in, this is trying to come in for you and move forward into that 10 of cups. So that's the current energy. So I do feel like you're struggling with the defensiveness, and it could be that the divine is trying to help you get out of that defensive energy. And I feel like it will go away. Like, you will get out of that energy. And part of it could be like that book, as information comes to you, things come to light. Um, chess pieces that you didn't know about moving come to light, as you an analogy, and it brings in this because this is what you want for the situation. And I feel like looking at these other cards, I feel like it's trying to come in, but it has to happen in divine timing. And I know that's hard, it's hard to like wait and, kind of, be out of control of the situation because it makes us feel out of control, but it'll happen when the time is right. So in the near future, water signs for you, I've got this hangman energy. So this is in the near future. So it hasn't happened quite yet. This hasn't come in quite yet. But you can see during this time, I feel like while you're waiting for this 10 of cups to fully manifest and come in, because that's what you want. And while, things are like you're in this defensive mode, but you're like, the divine's helping you and it's like, it's divine timing. I feel like while you're kind of waiting for all of this to transpire, you're getting downloads of information, and that's where the divine's coming in. So you're getting downloads of knowledge, you're getting intuitive hits, hearing synchronicities, because nothing happens by chance, right? There's no coincidences. Everything happens as it's meant to. So you might be seeing synchronicities in your life, things going on like that, but there's like a sense of enlightenment coming in, definitely from the divine. It could be dreams, they could be reaching, you might be having dreams, and visions and stuff. So it's like you're getting some downloads here to help you kind of break out of this defensive energy, give you knowledge, when I think of the book, to help bring in this 10 of cups. Yeah, and it could be some of the downloads you're getting while you're in this hanged man energy is it could be, it could be that missing knowledge you didn't know about behind the scenes. But I definitely feel like there's been a lot of waiting here for you, like stop and wait. Because you have to get these downloads. I feel like the reason why it hasn't fully manifested yet is because it's like the divine's giving you these downloads and they're waiting for you to get to a place with the enlightenment where you're ready to move forward. So there's been kind of a lot of waiting. Now, this is in the near future right here. There's already been some waiting. You've already been doing some waiting with this situation, waiting for this, to come in. But it's like in the near future, you're going to get enlightenment about the situation, that's going to help you move forward with it. And it could be all those ways I mentioned, but it's definitely divinely guided. And it's kind of like you're hanging out in this hangman energy. So you're still waiting, but this time you're waiting because your consciousness is going up. Your vibration's lifting and you're getting those downloads of information. You're getting that enlightenment. So even though it's kind of this waiting, it's because you're not quite there yet to move forward. It's like I'm hearing take your time because you're not quite ready to move forward. It's like there's still things for you to learn. There's still information you need to learn before you can move forward into that 10 of cups. So it's kind of like just calm down, take a breath, don't have anxiety, just just do your best to just kind of suck all that that enlightenment up, information. And it might take a little bit of time. It's like it could take, like a couple weeks that you're in this type of energy. It could be a couple weeks, it could be a month or two. It just depends on because everyone's situation's different. So it could take, but I feel like it's going to be at least a couple weeks where you're really going to have to kind of be in this hangman energy and thinking. But it's like, but you're not, it's not like time's wasting. It's like while you're in this hangman energy, getting this enlightenment, you're growing, you're learning, you're getting knowledge. It's like it's like a phase that you have to go through to get ready because what's coming in for you, water signs, is really good. You got the sun. And that's like one of the best cards in the deck. As far as high vibrational, it's happy, you got the sun. So you're going from this in the past, not knowing, having like being in an illusion or not having all the information, not having all the knowledge. You're going from the sun to wham, the moon. You're making that transition. But what's helping to make the transition is the enlightenment. Like you have to go through this as annoying as it might be, you have to go through this and take your time and stop and wait. You have to go through this to get to the sun, to go from the moon to the sun. So it's kind of like there's a lot of inner work you have to do. Knowledge, downloads, enlightenment, all that's coming to you to help you with this situation. So, and when the time is right and you've gotten to a point where you're at a, higher vibration or your frequency's higher, your consciousness is lifted because you've done all that inner work, all that enlightenment, all that stuff, and you got all those downloads, then you're going to move into this because these two are connected, the sun and the 10 of cups. You're going to move into that, but it's all going to have to happen in divine timing. You're not going to be able to rush it. So don't try to rush it. Just take your time with it and make sure you go through this. Make sure you take the time to go through this. Even though you've been waiting for a while, and I know it's probably frustrating, make sure you take the time to go through that hangman, get that enlightenment, because this is what's coming. So going from the moon to the sun, I mean, you think about it, the moon, is not nearly as bright as the sun. So that's a big change going from the sun, from the moon to the sun. That's a huge difference, right? So it's like it's going to be a huge difference for you. But this is what's coming in, this 10 of cups, and it's going to be happy. So if you look at this, I love this little card because, that little child's on there and he's like, oh, he's so happy. And you got the sun and you got the flowers and the horse. It's just a happy card. So the child is very happy and it's just a happy day card. And so kind of like between the two of these, you know, you're gonna be in a good place. That's what I have for you, water signs. So just hang in there because I know it's frustrating when you've been trying to bring something in and you've been waiting and it can be very frustrating, but don't rush through this process. Like I really feel, I need to give you that knowledge. Like they're saying, don't rush through it. Don't rush through it. Make sure you take the time to really do this work and do everything you need to do with this and then go through that enlightenment process so that you can have a full 10 of cups, with the sun type experience moving forward with the situation. So that's what I have for you, water signs. So it looks like, just hang in there because, and this is in the near future, like you're not at that point yet where you're in that hangman where you're getting all those downloads and stuff, but it's coming. You're just not quite there yet, but don't rush through that process because, this is what you want, right? Coming forward. I mean, those are two great cards and that's what you want. So, just hang in there. It's coming. So that's what I have for you, water signs. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.